Welcome to the final episode of Logan Lightning TV for 2015. I'm Ryan Stewart and I'm here with under 16s BPL assistant coach Kyle Beard. Kyle, got the result you needed to on the weekend against Mitchelton. 2 goals in the last 7 minutes. It wasn't exactly the performance you wanted, but it's the result you wanted. What did you think of the performance?
Yeah, like you said, Stez, performance wasn't up to scratch, and the boys know that. We've worked really hard this week to get that right and prepare ourselves for tomorrow night against Wynnum. But yeah, good to get the result. Yeah.
Equation is pretty simple. Go away to Wolves tomorrow night, get 3 points, win the league. I bet the boys are absolutely buzzing for this game, and we've all got high expectations. Do you think the pressure's going to get to them?
We've been in this situation before, and I hope that that experience comes through. And yeah, the boys have been buzzing this week, which has been good, and we're really looking forward to tomorrow night. So hopefully, we can finish it on a high. Really looking forward to it.
And just finally, the squad. Any more injuries or illnesses going in?
Injuries, we're all good now. Full squad back, fighting fit. We've had a few illnesses this week, but I think everyone will be alright for this sort of game. They'll be up for it.
Back here with Pete Bannon, under 18's assistant coach. Pete, bit of a scratchy performance on the weekend, but in all fairness, the squad's probably a little bit underpowered to what you've usually been playing with. There's a lot of players going up to first team and reserve, so all things considered, not the worst result, but still performance not great.
No, pretty ordinary actually, probably our worst performance of the year, and I think the players know that, so we're looking for a big improvement this week.
If you're to take anything out of that, though, it's the fact that some players are being pushed up into the higher squad, which is obviously a good reflection on the job that yourself and Jimmy are doing.
Oh yeah, you always like to see players progress in the game, so that's a big plus. And of course, the league has been won a couple of weeks ago, so the result wasn't that significant. But we still like to maintain a standard, so that's what we'll be looking for this weekend.
Going into the finals, first team obviously won't be training, so it might be a slightly different look on the training paddock. Worried about keeping the boys motivated?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you can't get motivated for finals football, I think there's something wrong with you. So, and we'll probably rest them a little bit, and then freshen them up and hopefully kick on.
And looking forward to this weekend against Wolves. Is it going to be another understrength team taking the park?
No, not really. I mean, we've consistently lost the same players for the last 6 weeks or so now, so we're pretty much settled with the squad we've got.
Back here with Philip Randall, BPL Reserves assistant coach. Phil, all of a sudden the impossible is now possible. 4 wins in a row, I think. Now in the 4 for the first time this year. 3 points against Wolves, you play finals. We'll start with the performance against Mitchelton, 2-1 win. A close game, very tough conditions to play in. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, exactly that. It was a close game. To be able to come back from the conceding the early goal is a testament to the boys, the hard work, the improvement, the maturity they've shown in the second half of the season. Those are the games we usually throw away or struggle to do anything with. So to keep our hopes alive, as you say, we're in 4th now. We had a result go our way, so destiny's in our hands. We grinded out against Mitchelton, who we bottom of the table. We've got to do the same thing against Wolves. They're going to come at us, so we've got to grind it out.
Seems like a pretty straightforward equation, but then when you consider that Wolves are playing to stay in the league and the reserves result have a fair amount to say about that outcome, Wolves are going to be fired up for this game. Obviously, Logan will be fired up for it. Are you going to change anything going in?
There are going to be some new faces come in. I think we have a young Jetty from the 18s come in. I don't think we have anyone from the top team drop down. So it shows that I think we've got the faith in the boys that we have now, not relying on the guys dropping down to help us out. Other than that, formation stays the same, the team ethic stays the same, and the attitude stays the same.
And just finally, mate, you're back playing. How's the body holding up?
Good until this week. I don't know what I did on the weekend. I think old Davo for Mitchelton was a bit rough on me. So just trying to get right for this weekend. Obviously, if I can get on the field, it'll be good. I'm not playing City 6 this week, so it gives myself a bit more of a chance to play Rezzies. So I need to play to be eligible for the semis, so if we make it. So see how it goes.
Back here with James Hodgson, BWPL head coach. Jimmy, terrible performance on the weekend. Bet you won the league, so it doesn't matter. Must be happy?
Yeah, it's pleasing to win the league. It's a great achievement for the club. We've gone a long way in our women's program the last few years, and it's good to see them. The hard work's paid off, and we've finally stepped up to the big time, and we've won the league, and it's a great achievement for everyone involved.
So the result was just down to a little bit of premature celebration, missed penalties, poor performance. Just kind of gloss over that one.
Yeah, well, we hadn't played for 2 weeks, so it was probably we're a bit rusty, and Capalba are up for it. They put on a good day. Obviously, Tian missed a penalty, and it was just one of them days. We had plenty of chances to win the game, and we just didn't take them. For how poor we were, it was good that we're still taking them chances.
So, moving on to finals, talk to me about the next couple of weeks. Have you got another week off coming up?
Yeah, we don't play till the 2nd, I think, of September at home on a Wednesday night, and hopefully we get a good crowd there. So I think we'll play one game within 5 weeks. So it's not ideal coming into the finals, but, they're just things we've got to deal with.
And just reflecting on the season one more time, first time coaching the women's team, the top women's team at Logan. You've won the league. The camaraderie in the squad seems to be quite high. Are you quite happy with the job you've done and you enjoyed the season?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. There's been some ups and downs. It's like you said, it's my first year in women's football, and I didn't know too much to what they expect in the league. I didn't really take notice of any other teams. I just knew if we prepared well and went into the games how I thought would go, we'd get the job done, and we did. So it was good. I was pleased with the season, pretty much.
And you must be odds on for Logan Senior Coach of the Year, surely, with the 18s and the women's both winning.
Yeah, well, I don't make them decisions, but hopefully.
Back with Tian Petterwood, BWPL captain. Tian, won the league and you're leading goal scorer, 17 goals in 16 games, more than a goal a game. Must be very proud of the girls and of your own performances.
Yeah, we put in a lot of effort throughout the season. We deserved it regardless of how we played on Sunday night against Capalba. But yeah, I'm proud of the girls. We deserved it.
Excited to go into the finals. Jimmy mentioned that you guys, it's going to be your first game, you've only played 2 games in 5 weeks going into the game on Wednesday against your eventual opponents. A little bit nervous about being a bit unfit?
Oh, I wouldn't say unfit. I think we always come back to games a bit rusty after having a break, but if we keep training well and put in the effort, we shouldn't have a problem.
And how do you guys celebrate the win? Have you not had a chance to celebrate yet?
No, we haven't had a chance yet. I think a few of the girls are going out clubbing on Saturday night, so should be a good night.
Back here with Nick Croydon, BPL head coach. Croyds, the firecracker kind of fizzled out into a 0-0 draw. Not the best game to watch, not the worst. Conditions were tough. Very physical game, but not over the top. Actually, quite enjoyable game to be involved in. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a competitive game. Very different to the first round, and obviously made myself very clear on what I thought of the first game. But the second game was played in a good spirit. A couple of challenges were probably missed time rather than with malice, and hence why everyone shook hands after the game, or most people did. And 0-0 draw is probably a fair result. They probably had more chances than us, but we probably had the better chances. So on any given day, the side could have won, and probably a draw was probably a fair result on a very ordinary pitch.
Reflecting on this year so far, things obviously sloped off in the first team in the second half of the season, which isn't great, but the women's have won the league. The 16s are close to winning the league with a result on the weekend. 18s have won the league. Reserves are 4th, and if they win, will be in the finals. And overall in the club championship, we're 3rd and have the ability to stay there depending on results this weekend. Is that a successful season?
Sure. Youngest club in the league. Wow. Women's top of the league, first year in the Women's Premier League. 16s, they win tomorrow night, they win the league. 18s have already won the league. The reserves, probably excluding you and Phil, mate, average age of about 19. They'll finish in the top 4, and the first team will finish on a similar points to what they got last year. So, and once again, a lot of things have gone our way in that first team. So, haven't gone our way. And if we do the job this weekend, we'll finish 3rd in the club championship. So, to probably have the 10th smallest budget and be the youngest club in the competition to be finished 3rd over everyone and have the women do so well. Probably the most successful mixed club in Brisbane.
And things seem to be going in a positive direction. The performances, as we've just touched on the pitch, have been better, winning leagues and competing for the club championship in the BPL. Sponsors coming together to make stuff like this possible, increasing our presence in the media and just making the place a little bit more professional.
Yeah, certainly the sponsors have been fantastic this year. It's been our best sponsorship drive, and Theta Hewitt's done a fantastic job with the sponsorship this year. And I'd really personally like to thank Worldwide Printing and Paul Anich and the rest of his company there that do a great job supporting the juniors, supplying the match day programs, and the cash injection really does help. Amart All Sports with all their gear and all their merchandise that they help with all the teams this year have really saved money for the club. And our major sponsor, Kingston Park Raceway, they've really come on board the BPL this year. Really want to make sure all our members support them. And obviously if they want to see us win the league next year, they can help us out even further next season.